You wake up. The hospital's white ceiling seems endless, and the cold lamps illuminate a space that feels more empty than welcoming. The smell of strong alcohol fills your nostrils, reminding you that this is not a place of rest, but of waiting. You look to the side, the chair is empty. No one has come. No visitors, no friends, no relatives, just you, your fragile body, and the repetitive sound of the machines around you. In that moment, loneliness weighs more heavily than the physical pain. You think, does my life really have any value? It's as if the world has moved on without you. And that hurts more than any wound on your body. Your mind begins to travel back in time. The choices you made, the people who walked away, the lack of money that often determined the course of your decisions. The hospital, suddenly, isn't just a place of healing. It's a cruel reminder of unpaid bills, broken promises, and dreams put on hold. The pain isn't just in your body, it's in your heart. You look back at that empty chair and wonder, was everything I've done so far worth it? Maybe I didn't build the family I wanted. Maybe I prioritized work and forgot about living. Maybe I believed time and money would always be available, until you realize they can both disappear without warning. The minutes pass slowly, as if each second were a wait. You close your eyes, trying to distract yourself, but the silence is interrupted by footsteps. First distant, then closer. The sound echoes down the hallway, rhythmic, steady, almost comforting. Your heart beats faster. You're not expecting anyone, but there's something about those footsteps that awakens a different feeling. The doorknob turns. You hold your breath. Who would walk in there? A doctor? A nurse? Maybe someone from the administration bringing more paperwork to sign. But when the door opens, it's none of them. A man enters. Simple. Without a lab coat, without a uniform, with a serene gaze that seems to pierce your pain. And before you can react, your eyes recognize something impossible to believe. The Paul Walker era. He walks to the empty chair and sits down, as if that place had always been his. There's no audience, no cameras, no glamour, just him, you, and a silence that begins to fill with hope. He's there, sitting beside you. You don't understand. The world seems to have stopped, and the only thing you can feel is a mixture of disbelief and comfort. How could this be possible? Paul Walker, standing before you, in a hospital room forgotten by the rest of the world. He says nothing. He just smiles serenely, as if his presence were enough to convey hope. Your eyes begin to fill with tears. It's not just from your tired body, but from the avalanche of memories that come back like a fast-paced film. Your simple childhood, the days when you believed you had infinite time, the hard work that consumed years of your life and brought you some money, but stole precious moments. The choices that seemed right at the time, but now weigh like invisible chains. You wonder, did I truly live? Paul remains silent, but his gaze seems to understand every thought hidden in your heart. You feel ashamed of some memories, of the times when pride got the better of you, of the opportunities you missed, of the people you didn't appreciate. All of this now feels like an inventory of regrets. It's strange how, in a hospital, life boils down to two columns: what you did and what you didn't do. You hold your breath for a few seconds, as if the air could give you clarity. Then you look at him again, the same actor the world admired on screen, but here he seemed different, human, simple, real. There were no luxury cars, no applause, no fame. There was only the feeling that life can be more than external achievements. It can be about what's planted in people's hearts. Without saying a word, Paul leans forward slightly, as if about to say something important. Your heart races. It's like waiting for an answer to questions you've never dared ask aloud. You don't know what he'll say, but you sense that when the words come, nothing will be the same. Paul leans closer, rests his elbows on his knees, and looks deep into your eyes. His voice is calm, steady, as if coming from a place where there's no rush. I know how you feel, he says. The loneliness, the regret, the feeling that time has slipped through your fingers. But let me tell you something true. As long as you breathe, there is still a future. There are still choices. You feel a shiver run down your spine. It's as if he's read every hidden thought. Paul continues. Many spend their entire lives chasing money, believing that it's what defines value. But true value lies in what you build within your heart. Money may come and go, but the love you give, the kindness you spread, no one can take that away. You try to answer, but the words won't come out. He smiles and continues. You think you failed because you missed opportunities, but life isn't about how many doors closed. It's about what you decide to do now. It's in this very moment that your story can change. No matter your age, no matter how many mistakes you've made, as long as there's faith, there's always hope. Tears stream down your face. You realize it's not just Paul Walker sitting next to you. It's as if life itself is calling you back, reminding you that there's still something to live for, something to transform. Paul bows his head and says, "You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be genuine." The world doesn't remember someone's wealth. It remembers the impact they made. So tell me, what can you still do today to change someone tomorrow? Your hands tremble. You'd never thought of it that way. The memories of mistakes and failures seem to lose weight, as if they were just chapters in an unfinished book. Paul touches your arm lightly and concludes, "Don't live as if it's too late. Live as if every second is still a gift, because that's exactly what it is." You close your eyes for a moment, as if to record every word you heard. When you open them, the room no longer seems so cold, so empty. That same chair that minutes ago was a symbol of abandonment now carries a presence that warms your soul. For the first time in a long time, you breathe deeply without fear of tomorrow. Suddenly, you begin to see your life as a road. Every curve, every pothole, every wrong turn, they've all led you here. And for the first time, this doesn't feel like a condemnation, but an opportunity. Paul was right. As long as there's life, there are still choices. You can still create value, no matter how much money you've lost, no matter how much time you think you've wasted. Memories of the past come in waves. The work that consumed your years, the family moments you missed, the bills that seemed bigger than you ever dreamed. But now, instead of pain, you feel a lesson learned. Every failure carries a lesson. Every mistake opens the door for change. It's as if Paul had shown a light in a tunnel you thought had no exit. You look at him again, hoping to hear more, but he just maintains that steady, serene gaze, as if to say he's already delivered what was needed. It's strange. His silence speaks louder than any speech. In that moment, you understand, maybe it's not about listening, but about acting. The future won't build itself. It's your hands, your choices, your faith that will shape what comes next. Your heart, once heavy, now beats with a new lightness. You begin to think of small changes you can make. A phone call you've always put off. An apology that's stuck in your throat. A simple act of kindness that can transform someone's day. Maybe you don't need wealth to leave a legacy. Maybe the greatest investment is to plant hope in others. The room returns to silence, but something has shifted within you. The pain is still there. Your body still craves rest. But now there's something stronger pulsing. Hope. You look at the chair, waiting for Paul to speak again, but he just stands up slowly, as if knowing his presence has been enough. He walks to the door, each step echoing like a reminder. Life doesn't wait. Before leaving, he turns, looks into her eyes one last time and smiles. It's a simple smile, wordless but full of meaning. A smile that seems to say, "The future is in your hands. Don't waste this present." You feel like calling him, asking him to stay, asking more questions about life, about choices, even about money, because somehow now you understand that even that can be part of transformation when used purposefully. But the voice won't come. Only that silence, full of faith, remains. The door closes. You're alone again, or at least it seems so, because something new has been born within you. The hospital is no longer a place of abandonment, but the starting point for a new phase. You realize that every second, every breath, is a chance to rewrite your own story. And as the corridor plunges back into silence, a question insists on echoing in his mind, as if it were Paul's voice. What are you going to do with the time you still have?